When Eba arrived at Ruth's apartment, she met only Ruth at home, as Amara had gone to work. Ruth welcomed her, and Eba sat quietly before she began to speak. "I do not deserve to be called a good friend. I am so ashamed of myself, and I don't even know how to say sorry in a way you believe. I truly mean it," Eba said. Ruth responded, "Eba, what makes it so painful is that you know everything about me, the beginning of it all. My 3 failed marriages, and yet you had the guts to look me in the eye and call red white." "It shouldn't have been you," Ruth said sadly. "You have every right to be angry with me. Please just forgive me," Eba pleaded. Ruth continued, "I just want to know what happened. I want to know when you invested so much in us only to betray us. I want to know why you lied to us," Eba explained. "Divine is my only child. He is all I have, and everything I did was to make him happy." She then narrated everything that happened. After her explanation, she was surprised that Ruth understood why she had to play along with Divine. "You should have carried me along," Ruth said. "I know Divine is your only child, and I know how hard it is to raise just one. You wanted to make him happy at the expense of other people's happiness. It's all right. I will talk to Amara, and she will return to her husband's house. If Divine is destined to have 2 wives, there is nothing anyone can do." Eba was shocked. "Ruth, I've always known you to be a good person. That was why I wanted Amara as my budala, and for what you have just done for me, I will forever appreciate you." "Thank you for understanding," Ruth replied. "There is one more thing you must do for me, Eba." "Tell me anything you want," Eba answered, "while I talk to Amara to go back to her husband's house. Divine must be the one to come and pick her up from here." Ruth requested. Eba agreed immediately and thanked Ruth for how she handled the situation. As planned, Ruth begged Amara to return to her husband's house, and Eba forced Divine to come and bring her home. Divine brought her back and apologized. Then Amara asked, "How is she?" Divine looked at her and replied, "She lost the baby." Amara nodded quietly and looked away. In Ibadan, Divine asked Grace to move to Lagos so he wouldn't need to travel constantly. He promised to get another apartment for her. But Grace was still disturbed by what the soothsayer told her, and she felt she needed to stay in Ibadan for the meantime. Divine agreed and continued his trips to Ibadan. Knowing Divine now had a second wife who had lost 2 children, Ruth felt she must help her daughter as well. Something didn't feel right. She told Eba, and they both decided to visit a prophet. The prophet told them to pray into a cup of water, drink it, sleep, and return the next morning to share any dreams they had. "I saw myself standing in front of a mirror. The image in the mirror was crying while I was laughing," Eba narrated first. Then Ruth shared her own dream. "I saw Eba and Divine. Eba was backing Divine and tying a rope around his neck. I don't understand what it means." The prophet sighed and looked at Eba. "You are the cause of everything," he said. Both women looked at each other in shock. "You placed a curse on your son years ago without knowing. You spoke harmful words without realizing their weight. Eba was confused. I would never curse my son. That's impossible. Ruth agreed, a curse on her only child. She could never do that. The prophet said they would need another dream to understand fully. In the next dream, years earlier, Ruth and Eba made an oath never to betray each other and promised that their children Mara and Divine would marry. Immediately after the oath, Ruth joked, "I just hope you'll keep your promise, and that when Divine grows up, he won't say Amara is not his type." Laughing, Eba replied, "If Divine ever cheats on my Amara, he will never know peace. In fact, he won't have any child of his own." They both laughed, and Ruth said, "I trust you, my friend." Back in the prophet's apartment, Eba cried, "That wasn't part of the oath. It was just a joke." "It wasn't part of the oath," Ruth agreed. "But it came right after the oath," the prophet said, "and Divine did cheat. So the curse came to pass. What can I do? How do I solve this?" Eba asked helplessly. "You will fast and pray for 7 days," the prophet said, "and you will use the same mouth that cursed him to bless him." That is all Amara forgave Eba and Divine. She accepted Grace as co-wife and prayed to God to bless her with a living child. She didn't resist when Divine proposed getting Grace another apartment in Lagos, though she cried silently. She listened to Ruth, who advised her to accept fate, as she would not want her own daughter to move from one marriage to another. Grace forgave Eba and Divine as well. Though it was hard to accept being the second wife, she loved Divine and knew he loved her. She did not forget what the soothsayer said, but she chose to stay. She accepted Divine's proposal and moved to Lagos along with her business. Divine could not leave Grace. He loved and cared for her. At the same time, he tried to make his mother happy and remain with Amara as his first wife. He stayed with Amara from Monday night to Friday morning because her apartment was closer to his office, and with Grace from Friday night to Monday morning. He accepted his fate as a young man with 2 wives and hoped God would bless him with a living child. Eba learned her lesson. Truly, there is power in the tongue. When you make promises, make reasonable ones. You cannot live someone's life for them, and you must not joke with dangerous words. Choose your words carefully. She fasted and prayed, asked God for forgiveness, and hoped silently that one day she would be blessed with living grandchildren. The end.